and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Faith. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Bless. Good health, everyone. Remember, we're gonna say good health to remind ourselves and others that that is gonna be our goal from this point on. Our goal is good health. So how are you all doing today? And welcome to Tracy Brown Live Talk. And I want to discuss today the obvious, right? So the obvious is Porsha and that TV show of hers and how deplorable this sophisticated woman that we thought we saw in the beginning, you know who she reminds me of? And I love her. But she reminds me of Whitney Houston. When everybody wanted Whitney Houston to be the Black representation of sophistication. And Whitney just wanted to be Whitney. Now, because Whitney's a Leo, I understood that people made her into something. It was never her. The difference, though, is that Porsha lied to us and made us believe she was some sophisticated, woman based upon her granddaddy's legacy and being married to Cordell. Hi, Melissa. And being married to Cordell, that she was this sophisticated. If you don't believe me, look back on her episodes. The very first one, she was all prim and proper. She wouldn't talk about sex and da-da-da-da. Cut to this series on Real Housewives of Atlanta called Porsha Show My Ass. One, I'm shocked at Porsha's behavior. I'm also shocked at Porsha's behavior with her mother. I'm more shocked that her mother will not call her out. Now, it might be only child syndrome, right? I have an only child, and now I can recognize only child syndrome. They are spoiled as hell. But I'll tell you one thing, I will call my child out. People that know me know I have called him out for years. I will call him out. How is Porsha's mother just agreeing? And it's not even a friendly tone. It's like, oh yeah, girl. Like, she's not your best friend. When did mother and daughter become best friends? Because you don't know how to you don't know. This is embarrassing now, Porsha's mother. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing to you as a mother. As a mother. This is deplorable. Porsha didn't even tell you the whole story when she came back. She told you what she wanted to hear, and you didn't even be like, Porsha, are you telling me you had another fight on live TV? You couldn't say that, mother? What's the mommy's name? Diane, is that her name? Yes, Prairie Diane needs to call her out. Oh, Aurelia, I have a friend named Aurelia. Hi, Samara. Hi, Danelle. I have a wonderful friend named Aurelia. I think she bragged about her age, and I think she's 90 now. Yeah, I've got a great friend named Aurelia. And then her granddaughter, named her daughter Aurelia. So now she has an Aurelia that she's leaving behind. Do you understand, Diane? Diane, you are so busy trying to be like your daughter, snatching that waist, that you can't even be a mother. Oh, I forgot my cards. Damn it.
Oh, shit. Now I gotta get up and get my cards. Okay, hold on. I am disgusted and appalled by that type of mother. It is that type of mother that teachers have problems. And I bet you Porsha was a problem in school. I bet you. My son was? Oh my God. And the teachers would be like, he's insubordinate. And then once I understood how my son was taking advantage of my niceness, and I cracked down on him, his childhood was rough. Once a teacher had to point out to me that he is purposely doing things, it wasn't just cute little Brian, it was like purposely. I cracked down on him so hard. I have friends that know me for years, know me and my son for years. And there was one time when he was in Nickelodeon and he tricked me because I'm really an ignorant mom. I was exactly like Diane, I swear. I was exactly like Diane. And the kids in Nickelodeon had to show their personality by picking a song. And my son, at the time, maybe not today, you guys can't see it, but at the time, he said to me, he said, buy the version, unrated version of Nelly, something like that. And I was like, oh, unrated? I go out my way, I get this unrated version, and he starts practicing with it. The problem with me is, I don't know if you guys ever told you, I can't hear words. That's why I don't like rap. I can't hear words. I hear the beat. I want to bounce. It's getting hot in here, right? I know the chorus. I can't hear words. So when my son was practicing, I couldn't hear it, right? He tells me to buy him a do-rag, which was not his personality. He started off with Nickelodeon with these colorful little headbands. He said, Mom, buy me a do-rag. And I was like, oh, a do-rag? And he's like, yes. I was like, okay, sure. I listen, call me Diane if you want to. I was. Everybody goes in but the parents. They demanded that the parents stay downstairs in the green room. Everybody goes in for the parents. One kid did, it's a good ship, lollipop, right? Those are the examples, right? Not my son. He went full on ghetto Nelly. It's getting hot in here. Unrated, cursing, the whole, he's crip dancing, the whole thing. And they all came out the room, all the writers and the producers, they all came out the room and they were like, and nobody wanted to look at me. And I'm thinking, this kid is talented. I already know he busted out, right? The other kids come and right away they run to their mamas. Why are they running to their mamas? Because they're telling their mamas what Brian did. And then I got the word. And I was like, what happened? I was like, Brian, get over here. What happened? When he did this, I heard the song, and this is the first time I recognized music talks to me. I heard the song, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. And I knew Spirit was talking to me. I knew they were talking to me about my son. So the next day I got up. I went to the producers. And I said, book me a ticket home. Book me a ticket home. That boy that went in there tricked me too. And this will be the last time he tricks me. We're going home. Oh, they begged us not to go. Oh, don't go. Don't go. Ironically, it did set the stage on what the writers wrote for him. Ironically, they kept him black. Ironically. So there was something good that came out of it, but that boy was going to die. I was going to go home and I was going to kill him for embarrassing me. Diane, your daughter is an embarrassment. So guess what the reading is going to be on today? Right? You thought it was going to be on Porsha, right? Nope. Nope. It's going to be on Is that her name? Diane. It's going to be on Porsha's mama. Will we ever see her call out her daughter? Because right now, she has a best friend. And she's not trying to discipline this grown-ass woman while the woman shakes her ass in front of her mother. Am I wrong? Tell me, guys. Am I looking at something completely strange? I don't think so. Will Diane ever call out her daughter? I'm going to do a 6-card spread today, but I'll reduce it to 1 card. I think. I don't know what I'm going to do every day. We're going to go with the flow. Porsha gave her mom her house, so her mom's obligated. There you go. When your rich child gives you a house, you can't call them out. Now, me personally, that house would have to be paid for, and the taxes have to be paid up for 5 years if you're going to give me a house. So, will Diane ever call out her daughter? Can we see that, please, guys? Can we see it? I get the Empress. I get the 4 of Swords. She's being very still. She's not happy, but she's being very still. It's a work in progress. She's not going to be able to do it necessarily. She likes what she's contributing to the show. So, is she getting paid? The 5 of Pentacles means to lose face to me. The Queen of Swords, I don't know what her mom sign is, but that auntie was not playing with Porsha. That auntie was like, you have a legacy and you're throwing hands. And the whole legacy was about nonviolence. And you know Porsha still couldn't understand that? Are you kidding me? She still could not understand the legacy that she is carrying on. But her auntie knew, and her auntie called her out. As long as Diane is living in the lap of luxury under Porsha's name, I think it will be hard for her. I can't see it. There's a man here that's going to call her out. Did y'all see any men in the picture? Any men? Any real grown-ass men in the picture? There's a man that's going to call her out or have a conversation with Diane. Diane is embarrassed on the inside. She is. You know, I do believe that Diane is a very giving heart. But I also believe in her giving of her child, she was trying to balance out probably the loss of her father. And that's why Diane has spoiled this woman. And the Four of Wands comes down to the home, right? Right? Technically, I think Diane knows how evil her daughter is. I think technically she's going to say, if I call her out, does it also mean that she could take away my home? The Four of Wands is the home. It could be Simon. It could be. It might be someone a little closer to her. Simon is greedy too. So Simon's in it for his own end game, right? You know, when Simon talks, he doesn't talk in loving tones, right? He said something that was weird. He was like, if Porsha and Dennis stay together, if they don't stay together. I'm like, what are you talking about, Simon? What are you talking about? Why did you say it that way? He said, whether they stay together or not. They're not together, supposedly. So why would you now come out your face? There might be something here where Dennis doesn't care because he actually could be in this for the money as well. So, will she ever call her daughter out? She doesn't know how. She doesn't know how. She knows that if she calls her out, Porsha will ram her. I think in private, growing up, Porsha was a yeller, a screamer, a threatener, stomping around. That, the person we see now was Porsha at 13, 14, 15. I promise you. Like, her mom is scared of Porsha because her mom knows that Porsha has been belligerent. If Diane calls her out, it's going to be by the insistence or assistant of the aunt and some male figure. Also, don't get it twisted. When Porsha said she quit Real Housewives of Atlanta because she has bigger things that she's doing, she quit because of this fight. There was absolutely no way anybody from Real Housewives of Atlanta would bring her back, especially Kenya, knowing that she lost her shit a second time. Who keeps blacking out like that? Do you? Any of you keep blacking out? Diane, fix your daughter. You know, Lauren is leaving her. Expect to see Lauren as an amazing guru. Lauren is not sticking around for Porsha's spoiledness. All right? Lauren's going to go. All right? You know, if Porsha gets another season, Lauren is going to come on board. But if you watch Lauren, she's really trying to become one of us. Right? And she's really trying to help Porsha. Right? But she's going to have to leave Porsha behind. Also, thank you for that. She needs therapy and she needs meds. Porsha has psychological issues. And Porsha, if you are not careful, I guarantee you will lose your daughter. Let me look at that. If you are not careful, you will lose your daughter. You're giving too much for a judge to judge you. Don't you just love Lauren? I want Lauren to be my best friend. Don't you just love her? She is amazing. And she quit working with Porsha. That should say a lot, everyone. Yes, I think she has bipolar. But I also think she's never been emotionally disciplined, right? Porsha's one of those people, unfortunately, you got to grab them by the hair and you got to stomp them on the ground. You got to be like, don't you dare talk to me that way. Don't you dare talk to me that way. Diane has never done that. I told you I did that to my son, right? Got up in my face and thought he was going to do something. And I was like, God, I don't know where I got the superpowers from. I grabbed that little nigga like this and threw him to the coffee table. Yes, I'm telling you, my son is like Porsha. But you have to handle that child. She got some of the same cards. She's so genuine. She's such a loving heart. Lauren is amazing. All right, the full card. This is the little baby, Page of Swords. This is Porsha maybe not recognizing. She's only looking at the luxury of life, not the moral aspect that matters more in life. A decision is going to be rendered. She's going to have to say strong. Good news is coming through. You know, she works hard, Porsha does, whether it's a good work or a bad work. I don't know what that means. A lot of daggers are going to be thrown at Porsha. People are going to set the stage for Porsha to lose her child. It won't happen right away. But because Porsha has some form of mental illness, if enough people come at her, she'll want to escape. And if enough people come at her, she will want to escape where she would leave the baby behind. And that could be an opportunity for Dennis to gain custody over the child. I think Porsha could wind up on some rehab or retreat or something like that to get her act together. In a weird kind of way, I think this reality show is going to allow her to see herself, right? Porsha does not see who Porsha is. And I think if we get another series out of her, in that series, or by the time the series ends, there's going to be a real question of her mental health. I think everybody's going to call her out, at least 7 people. This is the only time I think Diane can step in if there's another series. I think producers, friends, family, that auntie, I think they're all going to call her out. I think she's going to have a hard time seeing who she is when people call her out, but it has to be consistent. Because it will be consistent, I kind of see her retreating and taking a break and going on some retreat or something like that, which means she's going to have to leave the baby behind. Dennis gets the baby. I think she's going to have to do this anywhere between 30 days and 7 weeks. All right. I think ultimately it is at that point that she could lose custody of her child. I think Porsha is going to have a come to Jesus moment that being a star has ruined her. But I do see a rebirth coming from Porsha. I just think we're not going to see it until this time next year. I also think the producers cannot stand her. The producers of this show cannot stand her. I think her focus at some point is getting married, and I think she's going to wind up in a rehab type setting, guru rehab type setting. I think ultimately she's going to fall in love. I hope she doesn't marry Simon, because there's another guy here that she's going to meet out of this rehabilitation place that she's going to wind up in. You are mentally challenged, Porsha. You are probably one of the scariest women I've ever met. And I wish you mental health. I wish you care. I wish you awakening. I wish you the best, because I happen to know you can have it all. You are throwing it all away. All right, I hope that helped you guys. Sidney Poitier died. Sidney Poitier. Who's in my age bracket? Who remembers Sidney Poitier? Well, if you don't remember him, on Prime Video, on Amazon, please, please rent his movies. He's got To Serve With Love, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, In the Heat of the Night, Lilies of the Field, A Raisin in the Sun, They Call Me Mr. Tibbs. A Patch of Blue, which was really good. It was kind of awkward because it was about a blind woman. Let's do it again. Do it again. Do you guys remember that? Ghost Dad, The Greatest Story Ever Told, Uptown, Saturday Night, Porgy and Bess, I Am Not Your Negro. These are all movies, and that's just a few. That's just a few. Sidney Poitier was the man in the industry. He was our version of Denzel Washington, if you know what I mean. If you're in my age bracket, you know that. Right, Samara? To Serve, I love that movie. And the song, oh my God. I remember looking at the end, it's like the ending, and you're like, oh. Some badass kids. He was a great actor, some badass kids. And he whipped them into shape. And when all is said and done, what they needed was some tough love. Diane, just to tie that in a knot. He was a definition of class. Yes, guess who's coming to dinner? And then Bob Saget died. So weird. These celebrities are dropping like flies. What you guys didn't know is that he was, the sweet-looking dad on, I forget the name of the show, but he was such a raunchy comedian. When he left the show, he did the comedic thing for a while, and he was raunchy. Some of y'all did not know that. He died. Am I missing somebody else that died? I feel like somebody else died over the weekend. Yes, crying when this song came on. To Serve With Love. Yes. Full House. Full House. I'm so sorry, guys. I wonder how those crazy little twins are doing, because that was literally their dad on the show for how many years? So, okay, let's go ahead and cut this nice and short. It's 28 minutes. I've never done that. Now you see why I need to have the talk show separate from the readings. James, how do you pronounce the last name? Mutumi. Yes, he died as well over the weekend. This was a weekend for celebrities dropping like flies. Didn't he die young? Didn't he die at a young age? See, Paris, you knew. Bob had a really filthy mouth. It was so funny, though. Aw, thank you. She's Magic Mermaid's coming up with new titles. Tracy Speaks. I like that, too. Nothing's set in stone with me. I'm going to figure out what works best. Nothing's set in stone. The one thing I can tell you as a fixed sign, nothing set in stone. I will change on something on a dime. To May, James to May. Oh, the M is silent. Oh, or is it James to May? I'm sorry, Paris. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please like if you're watching YouTube. Please like the video. Please subscribe and press the bell so that you can always know when I've uploaded. And look down below and text or DM me for your own personal reading. All right? All right, guys. Thank you for putting up with me. I honor your presence in my life. Thank you for allowing me to have this extension of me. Thank you for talking with me. We're going to get better at this, okay? Because I really want to figure out how to bring you guys on to talk about the same topics. All right? Love you guys. Follow me on IG. Subscribe on YouTube. Bye.